So Eddie, on AJ, he's going to fight Usyk again. Where is it and when is it?
Well, thank goodness the paperwork is taken care of, and I don't have to say to you 2 weeks. You'll hear it as early as the beginning of next week. There'll be an official announcement. I think that it's not the best kept secret as a lot of these things are. we will be heading out in August to the Middle East, and there'll be an official announcement as early as Monday or Tuesday of next week.
Does it have to be there?
Well, I think I'm glad Derek Chisora's here.
Yes,
because when we get this art question, we get it a lot, and boxing, quite frankly, is not golf. Right, you're dealing with people who are out there putting themselves on the line, putting their health on the line. It's also, by the way, a 50-50 split financially. So we have absolutely no choice. We would have loved to do this fight in London at Tottenham because it gives a fighter home advantage. But guess what? Usyk's team was not really prepared to go to London when there's 4 or 5 times the money on the table to go elsewhere. So whether we even had the say, this is a very interesting debate. I'm seeing all the stuff at the moment up at the PGA Tour and stuff like that. I repeat, this is not a game of golf. I have a responsibility to make sure that these fighters come out of this sport and with enough financial security to secure the next generation.
And when you say the Middle East, that means Saudi Arabia.
Well, we'll see on Monday. But Derek's a good man to ask. You think that if I went to Derek Chisora and said, Derek, we've got these 2 offers coming. One is for London, or one is X times more to take part in the Middle East. And by the way, we've done an event there. It was spectacular.
So what are you taking for? What would you go for, Derek?
Depends.
Well, let me it depends. I mean, no.
No. I'm being honest. It depends.
Let me ask you a question as a professional sportsperson, a slightly loaded question, because this is the question that's not been asked. Do you feel as a sportsman you have any greater responsibility to go to when you're fighting in countries like this, with all the crap that goes on in these countries, all the human rights issues, do you feel as a sportsman that you should have a greater responsibility not to fight in those environments because what's going on in these countries, or do you think it's not fair for it to be stuck on you that way?
You know what, that's a great question, but you have to understand is, the problem with us Westerns was trying to change the laws in other people's countries.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
They had their law for the last 200 years.
Good point.
And then suddenly you guys decided to come up building get on a plane and go there and say, oh, this is bad, you can't be doing this, or we want to come. No.
Yeah, I agree.
That's their business.
I agree.
Understand? Yeah.
I agree.
So we got our own business here. So basically what I'm trying to say is, yes, if they're paying so much dollar to come and see 2 guys fight in the back of the garden in Saudi, wherever, they should go. They should do it. Yeah. But
it's about money, and the reason why the golfers are getting so much flack is none of them will say it. You're going to say it. You're going to say, I'll go there.
Everything is about money. Yeah. If it was not for money, you won't be sitting here. Let's all be honest.
I don't know about that.
Exactly.
But Simon, we will say it. We will say it. But we'll all. Yeah, but we will. We're involved with it, and we will also talk about how good the event was last time in that region, and we'll also see. You won't see some things that go on in terms of the development of sport in that region, but we also won't shy away from the fact that these guys are prize fighters.
Yeah.
And that is a completely different animal.
Thank you.
But the dynamic will still be the same, that you're going to fight in a regime where people in the West, and he's absolutely spot on, people in the West are telling people in other parts of the world how they should live their lives. Sharia law is Sharia law, and people have got to accept the different vantage points in different countries. But the argument will reverberate through the press, which is, on one hand, you've got Anthony Joshua standing in a park talking about racial prejudice in his country. In another argument, you've got him going over to Saudi Arabia, where people are really prejudiced against in terms of misogyny and women don't have rights. So it's a difficult a circle to square, Eddie, isn't it?
I think
it's about money, and people will say, hang on a second, how much money do you need?
And that's what we need the golfers to say, Eddie.
I agree.
We're doing this for the money.
But it's different. It's such a different conversation.
I'm not getting involved in this one. I'm not getting into trouble.
I quite enjoy the debate. I will never shy away from it because I don't. I'll tell you how it is.
I'll
tell you how it is.
Eddie, why is it different?
Because it's a fight, Martin. These are 2 men that are put in an environment, in a ring. We expect these guys to walk out time and time again.
So they're fighting for their livelihoods.
Yeah,
but the golfers doing that too.
But there's no physical jeopardy with a golfer, is there?
They're fighting for.
I'm just trying to.
Do you know the dangers of boxing? I mean, this is a sport that ultimately these guys. We all sit there, 90,000 people at Wembley, have a nice pint. Right, go on, lads. Go on, in you go. Yeah. Go on, smash each other up. Yeah. This is, and these guys.
Does that necessarily give boxers a pass to fight anywhere in the world?
No, not necessarily. But it's different. You can't just put one with the other, right? And we have a responsibility. Do you think I would be doing my job if I left money on the table for these guys in a sport like this?
No,
and by the way, contractually, we don't really have a point. Anyway, we have to maximise the revenue of the fight.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.